Cocktail Hour with Rick, and I am Rick Serra. Thank you all for coming and getting ready for the good times that we will be propelling at you from our little nook in Florida, hiding inside of a mobile home community for old geezers like me. Hello, and I hope that everybody's doing fairly well in spite of the fact that you had another week in this world and had to deal with each day and all the BS. Hi, Amanda Kay. So, in the last couple of weeks, I've had requests to post different things, GoFundMe for different purposes, and I got one again tonight. So where do you find that information? On the channel page of YouTube, that is Rick Serra, and look under community, because there's several people who we brought up in prayer. I also just put things up there. I put extra photographs you'll never see unless you go to like Instagram, or maybe you won't see them at all. So take advantage of it. I'm happy to supplement what I give you with the community postings. And thank you for your attention. So we have a good start of 33, it said in the gate. There they are. People are going in and out, I see, because they know they forgot to click like. So if that was you, please go out of the room temporarily, back up to by leaving chat, click like, go back in. Nirmal, who is our doctor in the house, she is graciously hosting and maintaining our presence on Discord, a social platform for people to just hang out. You can play games together. It's very interesting. There's several different channels I never even knew were created in this Discord listing. And good day, Shaylee and AJ, Christopher Grimm, how are you? Oh, it's dry right now. We're having a nice night. I guess it's in the around 70 degrees. And Cameron and Alicia Bruder, Solcicita.
Bourbon Bites is new.
Bourbon Bites, hello Bourbon Bites, welcome to the channel. Please click sub and click the bell, and we would like you to also send us a little note by email so we can send you a gift by snail mail. And my wife should be putting that up momentarily, and that's the place to go and ask for your free gift. Seriously, no lie, free gift for all new first-time people on Cocktail Hour with Rick. I think we might have 2 people already that are here for the first time, so please send us your info.
Hello,
Even if you've been a fan, but it's your first time on live Cocktail Hour with Rick, you still qualify. Get your free gift. You don't get much in this world. I'm giving it to you totally at our cost.
Hey Carson,
Mutlap,
has many
Cemetery Ridge. Elliot Michael, I believe, is the new fan to the room. Thank you, Elliot. Nice to meet you and glad you came on. Yes, I know this guy named Dan Bell. We met in August of 2008. That's quite a long time ago.
Kylie, you still out there?
And my granddaughter, Kylie, has been in here just a little bit ago. Spindalis, AJ Vintage.
Hey Bo, get off the dirt.
We have Pink, I guess. Bo, come over here and get out of the dirt. Thank you. We're trying to get him to stay off the dirt. We gave you that other bed. You can sleep on your other bed. You mean to move your bed to where you want to be? That might help, huh? He's abrupt, isn't he? So last night we were here, just Bo and myself, and a raccoon came into the yard. And you see how well it's lit right now? Well, it was not that well lit. We did have the porch light on. But it was not enough to dissuade this animal from coming down out of a little palm tree right over to my left. Bo decided to get back up that tree, motherfucker. And he chased that thing, and it ran back up into the tree. And then he's at the bottom, barking or growling, and I see the limb of the palm tree moving. I know it's.
Sorry, Shay Lee.
What happened, Shay Lee?
Just had her in.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
She's hanging in there.
So sorry for your loss. On the posting, I shared a gentleman,
No
50 years old, passed away without any expectation of that happening. Family is devastated. They're pretty well on their goal, but they needed to raise money for final arrangements. And when I saw it was like over $8,000 collected so far out of a goal of 10, which was tremendous. So if anybody wants to and can, take a look at that. That's on community under my page, my homepage. One thing the new people may not realize, and I'll put it out there, we do try to put out and concern ourselves if others are having a difficult time. It's, kind of one-way communication that you can't speak to us directly, but you can type to us directly.
No, Ben, we haven't.
So, and then you have an email you can always use to send us a message. Oh, is Brennan here? Well, from
Yes,
Uncharted Travel is really in the room? Wow. I heard rumors that he might be in Florida with another fellow on some kind of a road trip. If he was in this area and you needed an address, we certainly could provide just within a moment's notice. Cheers to our friends from Canada. Yeah, I know. I know you are. I saw your post.
I didn't.
I keep looking at the communication systems. I think I saw that post on Titter. I think it was on Titter. Yeah. So definitely, I've been looking forward to this. I knew that they were going to be getting out of their country as soon as they could make a road trip. So, hey, Patrick, nice to have you here. Welcome, welcome. I had a little stupid chat with your friend Brian V. He is a nut. I love the text back and forth with him. It's like two teenagers. All right, so.
Good night, Shaylee. I'm glad you could come.
Sorry, Shaylee, but I'm glad to see you a little bit. Maybe later on I'll be in Discord and I can chat with you more privately. Hey, guess what? I saved it.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I can't believe it.
How'd you save it?
I got a message from YouTube that they never have ever given to me.
Hi, Kylie.
All right, so I've come back from the dead. I'd rather be here.
Well, Nick, good luck. Be careful on your drive. You're going to do it in one day?
So be careful on those long drives. Make sure you take a rest.
Michigan to Orlando.
That's a long one. Well,
Yes, it is. Take a photo.
as long as you take yourself a power nap every couple hours, get out every hour and walk around, be smart. And then you'll arrive alive. That's the best way to get here.
Brendan said he's clear after the weekend.
Clear after the weekend? I know they're shooting something or other, or maybe they're
Stephanie, Jennifer,
enjoying
Back in the mall, pink, so
a
Rachel,
destination
number
that
one, in Dallas, third
Jake
Marshall,
Williams loves so much.
Don Descend,
It's called
in Dallas, with Don.
Orlando in general, but certainly
Cameron,
Disney.
Alice,
Oh, anything Disney, yes. So,
yes he does, from Brandonino.
so that could be what they are doing. They may be over on the east side, and they need to come over to the west side
Bo's
where
waiting
we
for that
are.
raccoon. He hasn't
Bo
been
is
on the-
definitely, where is he?
right there. You can just see his head in here.
There he is. So Bo has, oh, and
Maxwell Jennifer,
let me show you my, let's get this out of the way. Sorry about that. There.
he's waiting for that raccoon. Hey Jennifer, Mert.
Hey, Mert.
Josh Bailey is with Brennan. He just said hi.
Josh. Josh Bailey.
Destiny Glenn, Maria G.
Will you come home, Josh Bailey? Will you come home?
Rachel.
I got the all night long. Come on, Josh
Hey.
Bailey, will you come to my home? Maybe after the weekend.
Oh, please. Why are you zoomed in?
Because I wanted to show people. It is true. Every year you get older, this thing grows. It's sad.
What thing grows?
The nose.
Yours might, mine doesn't.
Oh, God. Well, it's just me. Plus my forehead.
Bastin.
Do I look like a pumpkin, or do I look like a human, lighting-wise?
You're a little pink.
Oh, God. And how about the shirt? How do you like the color? Can you see?
I love the color.
Is it pretty much true to the shirt?
Yeah.
All right, then that means that I'm okay. I don't know why you think I look orange.
I didn't say you look horrible. I said you look pink.
Pink. A human pumpkin. I know, AJ. That's what I think sometimes. All right, so tomorrow,
Destiny Glenn,
I'm doing a
Jennifer,
crazy thing. I'm going to buy a violin.
Victoria, hello.
I had
there.
purchased one, and I even took a photo with me holding it incorrectly, but whatever.
Brendan O.
I found it didn't even connect. It was supposed to work electrically so I could, jam with it. Then I looked and I found a local sale for a used nice electric violin.
Where you at?
So I don't know what it went for originally, but yes, a violin, man. I'm going to run that through some effects, and I'm going to
that
use
sounds
that to
wild.
create some haunting background and then create some riffs to go with it. And yeah, I'm going to try to create some soundtrack kind of stuff like that. Just stuff for my own personal use in whatever I want to put it in. Although I do love epidemicsound.com. Let me tell you, man, they are great. If you're an artist and you have trouble with your stuff being flagged for copyright violations, and you thought you got the sound files from someone who they were all safe to use, oh yeah, I've been there, done work. You need to make sure you have a good source of copyright safe music, sound effects, whatever, and that's what Epidemic Sound provides. If anybody does consider getting a subscription, would you please tell them that I specifically told you, and give my name and my email, as you know, the business email. And maybe I'll get a free month for every person who subscribes. I'm supposed to get a free month of service.
Keep on hoping.
So what the heck? I don't mind. I know someone who may come on the show who thinks Epidemic Sound is great. His name is Steve Seabode. He loves it. Just ask Steve. He loves Epidemic Sound. It has just what you need for the project.
Found out about it, isn't it?
No, I found out about it from Dan Bell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Stanbell has it as well. It doesn't have just music about toilets, but it does have toilet music.
Does that mean you hear it flush?
Now it's like it's classical music in the background. Somebody suffering and trying to get it free. And then you hear a flush.
Joe doesn't like it when you do that.
So that's available out there already. I've seen some of them, and they're for people who have trouble, that have constipation. It's supposed to help you to relax your anus and, you know, all the sphincter and everything, man. And then you have a release finally. And you don't have to take any Metamucil or suppositories or enemas. You just watch these. Aren't they amazing? It's like an ASMR for your bowels. This is not for real. Are you freaking kidding me? Yeah, it's real as your imagination. Hello, Jim Faust. Welcome to the madness. I am Rick Serra, the chief madman. My wife, Dolline, over there behind the camera and below the camera, and just sitting in a chair, has nothing to do with the camera. She likes it that way, but she monitors the stream from her own cell phone. So we have high-tech monitoring, and just a little bit ago, I thought,
one of my biggest fears.
just a little bit ago, I had a stream interruption, and I was managed to pull this thing out somehow, but I'm not sure if that was saved or if this, I don't know what the hell we're going to see, because it says we only have 8 minutes on, and I know that we had lots of more minutes on, but we do have 77 people on board.
Not counting the outage.
And
we did
51.
one for 18 minutes.
Okay, so it's like 8 minutes in and we have an outage, 10 minutes in. It's crazy. So I don't know. Pull this thing out. It's not the signal. The Wi-Fi is at full bands. You know, the Wi-Fi here in the house, it's a small mobile home, single story. The wood, the building is made out of, you know, like matchsticks and paper. So the signal goes through very well. It could be aliens. So I took that video clip that I used on a TikTok. Did you see that?
Come here. Come here.
I know I shared it with a couple of people, the alien face. But it was a little sign that we are working on trying to bring another After Hours episode to you all in the near future. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks, it's going to be finished. I hope that you love it. There's a couple things I hope that people enjoy and laugh heartily, because Dolline and I aren't exactly SAG members, okay?
Oh,
We are.
Fault. Hey, Betty D.
Yeah, I
Hey, Brandon.
or what's it? AFTRA, SAG-AFTRA.
Let me tell you, that mask is big, hot, and snowy.
Told her to clean it. We tried. I really did. I tried hard. I could never get a good design
Potato.
for
Wall.
asbestos. I had a design in mind for a t-shirt. It may happen someday, but we are actually looking at some new apparel.
You are?
Yes.
When were you going to tell me?
Well, you know about it. It's just been dragging a while because things are slow. We have someone who helps us,
Oh, okay. I
you know,
understand.
totally free, just because they enjoy it. I think I've mentioned her before, and that she does this.
Carson.
And she also
That's what we're waiting on, Soul. That's what we're going to be doing.
So whatever. So we're hoping that we get
No problem,
these
Jamal.
things finished up. These designs, they're called. And then we're going to be having a design for Another Odd Place. For that series, we're going to have a special t-shirt design just for Another Odd Place. So anybody...
Soul did that, right?
Yes. And Sol Cecita, who's in the room, is the artist of the design that goes on the back of the shirt.
No,
So,
we don't do that.
Sol is an artist in Mexico. We just haven't had a good chance to see your works. Maybe as time goes on, maybe you can find a better forum to show your work, Sol, because it was tremendous work you put into that piece. And I know you could do more. I know you used this probably or that, but I really thought that it was spot on. So that's why we asked you. And Leslie and Leslie Casada, I didn't say her name before, have been back and forth. We just have to go through together and verify things and then get them set up. So hang in. I'm hoping to have them available at least in December. So in December you can order them if you would like. As gifts for yourself. Don't forget yourself. Love yourself. And buy yourself a nice new shirt. Or for others who you know love Rick Serra. I know a few people that even know who I am, but what the heck, give them a shirt, right? Even if they're just somebody you walked by.
Did you see what I did?
Oh, you moved it over, right? I did see that. You like that bow? That's where it was. My mother thought it'd be better to put it over here because it's not in the way if you walk this way, but this is where he wants to be.
That's because he was looking for that raccoon.
Not only that, it's all right on the edge of some stones. We could never get grass established. It's Florida grass too.
That's true, Spin Dallas.
So you see there's a little bit of green looking stuff after the stones, but there's a lot of dry dirt just on the edge.
Hey, Susanna. 16-hour shift. Wow.
So there's my stove box. I ordered a new power supply, and unfortunately, it was not the right one. So I'm still using just one light, second show in a row, where we needed a light. Speaking about, I wish there were lights turned off so nobody would see. My poor ravens got spanked by the dolphins last night. Oh my gosh. They got put over the knee and given 22-10 spankings. Yes.
Hey, Jason.
Hello, Jason, Joanne, Suzanne Cognac. I know it says something else, but
Henriette Starr.
that's funny. And let's see.
Wow, Carson. Hi, Scott.
Bo taking a shower. I mean, you never know. If you're into that, I could start videotaping when I give him a bath in a shower. I'll make sure I'm clothed. No, it's their third win now. They're 3-7.
They've lost.
And now we're 6-3. Should be 7-2. When you lose a game like that, I know it was a short week, but it was a short week for the Dolphins. It wasn't just a short week for the Ravens. They both
Don't forget
came
to hit
off
that like button,
playing
everybody,
last
please.
Sunday. Okay, Soul, is not weird. Thank you then. It's only weird if you're doing strange things with your dog,
Hey.
which I don't do. I do not. with my poor baby here. Don't talk about abusing my dog sexually. Only on Rick's Erotica, on Dan Bell the podcast, do we ever broach sex and animals. That would be a strange kind of service dog, though, wouldn't it?
Stop.
What do you think of that? If you had a dog that knew how to, like, wind its tongue around your you-know-what, like, use it like a hand to whack you off. Isn't that a service dog? If you say have a person who maybe is paraplegic and they can't do that themselves, so they have a service dog that gives him head.
Frank,
what do you think?
have you not learned?
Is that a good idea?
No.
That's kind of a dark thing. I bet that's on the deep, dark web.
Catherine, hello there.
Probably have things like that. How many people have a lawn and you don't have money to pay somebody to do it, so you have to do it yourself? You have to keep the thing running year after year. Gasoline, oil, whatever. I found out there's this robotic machine, and it's even manufactured by multiple companies. It's a robot lawnmower. It does your lawn for you. Just like the Roomba vacuuming your house. I am not kidding.
Hello.
They have a machine, and there was even a computer magazine top 10 review just published.
Ooh, it probably does, Amanda.
October of 2021. So go check it out if you don't believe me. I am serious. Yeah, roll out some AstroTurf. I don't mind that. My wife absolutely hates fake grass. That lawn or that carpet that's supposed to be grass.
Oh, God.
My wife she turns green just thinking about that green fake carpet lawn stuff.
That's not AstroTurf, Rick.
No, it's not.
Outdoor green carpet.
Well, none of us are going to afford to buy AstroTurf or whatever it's called for now. Artificial turf for like pro football. Frank Dank says, I love AstroTurf. Why is that? So you can go outside on your porch in the winter wearing socks, and it's okay because you're on the porch grass and it's nice and dry. Is that why? Answer. Hey, Gastradamus, I have 0 ACL. I do not have an ACL in either knee. I am you-know-what. And my right knee is killing me. It goes sometimes one, then the other. It'll be hell if it's both at the same time that start to hurt.
Well, you need to get them fixed.
And my wife wants me to get my knee sliced open and replaced with an artificial thing. And I'm supposed to just roll with it and have this thing done. Yeah, both my knees.
Not at the same time.
One then the other. If I'm going to have one then the other, then I'm going to have my dick done too.
Ridiculous.
That'll be third. My third digit. That way I can be a tripod.
Look, I
A tripod. Oh man,
it would be very uneven.
it would be very uneven. I know.
Look, I had my knee replaced, and you know what pain
I know you did. My wife had her knee replaced. My mother had both her knees replaced when she was in her 80s. Wife did it in her earlier 60s.
Yeah.
And here I am, 62. Well, thank you, doctor. I'm 62 and I have one doctor told me my knee was the knee of an 80-year-old. I don't know what that means, but it doesn't sound very good. And me knock on some wood. That one's okay right now. It's the other one that he didn't look at yet, that I know is close to being as bad or worse. Not good. And I have also hammer toes. I'm supposed to have those things taken care of. Or bunions, or whatever they are. You know, where they break your toe and then shave the bone or whatever the hell they do. Oh my God. Nothing but agony from here on out.
See, I told you to call up and get an appointment while we're up there so he can have his surgery around Christmas and he'll be ready to come back down here in February.
You put in a small patch of weed at where? And it's going to spread to your whole lawn. AJ is going bonsai. She's put in homegrown. She's growing her whole farm into homegrown weed. Is it legal in your state, AJ? I didn't know that, man. That is so cool. So AJ's going to be growing mad weed. Maybe we can do a deal and put it on our store, you know, Rick's Weed, courtesy of AJ Vintage, homegrown masterpieces of herbal pleasure. Are you in Colorado? That would be really good, because I think that you can do it there. Of course, Nirmal. I mean,
She's growing time, Lucy said.
Time? Time? I'm running out of time. Can you send us a little? Just give me a little bit more time. And my chicken will surely taste good. Just give me a little more time. Paprika and onion powder too. How about rosemary too, and parsley and sage? You'd be amazed at how good your food will taste.
Oh, that was horrible.
Ho, ho, ho. Rosemary and thyme.
You guys are false.
Peter, Paul, rosemary and thyme.
I'm glad you don't potato car talk.
I don't know the words of this rhyme. I'm sort of sounding like a 60s band song. Has it been long, or has it been old, since I smoked the bowl? I think it's been quite a while. That's why I need to smile and throw this back at my wife. And here it goes. Dick and Dan Funkle. Rick. Oh, my gosh. It's like Dan Rowan and Dick Serra.
Dick Martin.
Well, it was Dan Rowan and Dick Martin. Oh my God, and Big Sarah. Yeah, we could get dressed up in tuxedos, just like they did for the beginning
I
of
was getting older.
shit. What was it called? Laugh out,
Laugh in.
laugh in,
Laugh out.
laughing, laugh out, laughing, laugh out,
Yeah,
laughing.
that's clap on.
I know, that's why I put it together. Anything from the 70s. If I just make something that sounds similar to a memory cell that you boomer people have in your head, and I'll be getting you to have all those images flood into your mind. You got the beef? I don't got the beef. You got the beef? Where's the beef? Who's got the beef? Arby's got the beef. Or the meats, whatever.
Did you put the truck there on purpose?
Yeah,
Good idea.
you're welcome. So we have a very active community here. They sleep all day and they come out at night and walk around all night.
There's zombies.
There's so what between his legs?
The beef.
Oh, where's the beef? It's in between
Because
his
we're
legs.
talking about the beef.
Well, I have to admit I started it. Oh, I used to go to one. That's right.
He is not. Who said that? Scott, he is not.
What?
Bo is dragging his ass across the grass. He does that inside.
He does that inside. Oh. You can be a vampire if you have blackout curtains.
Yeah, I like some of that film.
I am not effed up. I'm just a little.
Yes.
I'm gregarious. Very outward. Jovial. Friendly, kind, caring. I have a very odd sense of humor. The Limpkin was here today. In fact, he started to make the noise. They only made a few and then he flew off. But yes, he's been very quiet until today. He let off a few of his calls. They are really cool when they do that in the middle of the night, like up on a tree. Oh man, it's so bizarre. We have this live oak over here. And I've seen birds like the Limpkin. And this is a long leg mother with a big body. And then he's got a very narrow beak so he can pick at and get into even shellfish, whatever. Ran across the ground and encountered this live oak
All depends on the card desk.
with a trunk that's like angled like this. And he was able to run right up the thing to the top of the damn tree. That was a real good chance. I mean, I didn't get the videotape or just barely got to catch it. It was amazing.
Sindel said they are a weird tropical cone rail species.
Yeah, I could see that.
What are these tracks through there?
The big one's a live oak.
And what did you call this one?
They're all live oaks.
Okay.
They have another name for them. They're not. There's a couple kind of live oaks, and this is one of the types. This one holds its leaves, but it does let most of its leaves off. There are a couple species of live oak that drop all of their leaves, completely shed. Then they have buds pop out and they go leafed. Like in a couple days, they go from nothing to leaves all over the damn tree.
Yeah, it's a strange name.
Crazy, crazy. Florida's a crazy place, man. It's not as bad as Australia or New Zealand.
Which one is your cookbook?
Who wants to know?
I do.
Any of them. I move around. I don't want to do it in one spot. So I spread my uric acid around to be a nutrient,
Hey,
not
Jimmy
just.
Rick?
Is Jimmy Rick here? Yay, Jimmy!
He said hopefully Dad's getting off the ventilator tomorrow.
I hope so. God bless him. So this is Friday. What it is, man? What's going on? What y'all doing? We got some peach pie. I am not shitting you, peach pie. Just a little one. We're trying it out. We're seeing what pies we want to buy for Thanksgiving.
That apple pie is good.
And I hope this peach pie is good too. It sounds good. So the week after this Thursday is Thanksgiving, guys.
Because he's too lazy
That close.
to walk to the bathroom.
My knee hurts.
We're going to have your urinal next to you.
And Marie Adamson, it's Saturday for
And
me.
movie buff.
You're a little ahead of us. I assume that means you're east of us. Quite a bit east. Maybe the other side of the earth. Sparkle Joe Jones. Hello. You live in the future.
Sparkle Jones.
Or I live in your past. But it's happening in your future. It's really odd. It's like we're in a wormhole.
We're not sure where the next ADR
We're in a
is.
wormhole, and it is tight. It is a virgin wormhole. It's never had anything in it.
Well, for Thanksgiving,
You can try to
Jen,
put a pencil in it, but it's so tight, it's hard to
talk
get.
about Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, okay.
There was a question.
Okay, it was a question about what?
Thanksgiving.
What about Thanksgiving?
What the f are we doing?
We eat food. What do you do? We eat.
Jen and Marlon and Kylie. are
Okay,
coming
we
in,
have family from Baltimore
and we're
joining us,
probably going to get together with our friends M&G
and M&G,
and have dinner.
and we're
together.
having a big joint meal celebration.
Stuffing or dressing, depending on what you call it, is always my favorite.
Yeah. So we have some.
It is, Jimmy Rick.
So we have some dishes that our family is accustomed to, and I know that the same is true on the other side of the fence. So we'll see if we can have a combination of those things, so each get to try.
How many people
Different
have
things.
sauerkraut on Thanksgiving? Hey, Patty.
All right, Garrett, Sturm,
sauerkraut.
and anybody else who is concerned about another dirty room. Could I get your attention for a moment? Come to the screen. Crawl up, crawl up. Okay.
Yeah, they put the mattresses back.
So you're going to be asked, and the rest of the audience of Dan Bell, Brennan Evangelista, even myself, Jake Williams, to help in a Kickstarter that Dan is going to create and initiate after he gets back from visiting Ecuador. This is something that he has been looking forward to doing, and you know how just as the shutdowns came in 2020, he was about to fly out and decided he better not because they were shutting down travel in return. he would have been stuck down in Ecuador and cut off from his business, his livelihood. So he had no choice but to postpone. And unfortunately, this is the window now. And it's perfect timing because a relationship he started did not work out. He's in touch with and has been in touch with Eric, who lives in Ecuador, who he has told you all he loves Eric and he's wanted to be with him since he decided, when Eric left actually, that he wished that Eric never had to leave because he loved him. Didn't want to see him say goodbye for maybe 8-10 years because he overstayed a visa. So this is the chance for Dad for the first time in, I guess it's 4 or 5 years, to see Eric. So when he gets back after having what I hope is a tremendous trip abroad and comes back healthy, he's going to start up this Kickstarter, and he's hoping to fund it with enough money to pay for rental of cameras and some other things instead of purchasing them, and also the expenses of travel, so that he does not have to put it out as he has for seasons 1, 2, and 3, and what had put him in a deep hole of debt just related to putting out the show. So this is the future. We have to hope that that works out, because he does not have the funding to do it alone. He needs something. At one time, we thought we might have a sponsor to come behind and sponsor the whole trip, but that hadn't come through.
Prayers to my Uncle Charlie, who has sadly been diagnosed with prostate cancer. Descend into the absurd.
Descend into the absurd. I'm very sorry for your Uncle Charlie, and I've been there. I actually have survived that. I chose to have my prostate removed. Was in my mid-50s. Happened kind of early for me. Or maybe it was earlier in my 50s. I'm not quite sure, but I think that's about where it was. Point is, I had options. I could have waited. I could have used other treatment. He has a lot of options out there. I hope that he is able to get the treatment he needs to make a full recovery. God bless him. So we got 90 people in the room and 78 likes. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it.
That's not coffee he's drinking. Well, it is coffee you're drinking.
It's
Hey,
Captain Morgan and coffee.
That was Captain you put in there?
Captain Morgan.
Oh, I thought it was some type of whiskey.
Nope. So I went with Captain Morgan and coffee, and it tastes very similar to the drink that I will mess it up. Good friend of yours, Sue.
I don't know. Give me a minute. I have it written down because I'm terrible with names.
Gavin. I just came with it. Gavin. I just thought of it. So this tastes very similar to a drink that I got like in a liqueur bottle from Gavin, and he got me another one that was slightly different, and then this one here is a little more of a punch. Now Bailey's is very smooth and sweet. Now if you added some Bailey's to a shot of whiskey into your coffee, that would still count, yes.
No, Brandon, he does not.
So I don't know where Brennan and Jake find themselves now, but it is dark, so I hope That's something that Brennan has trouble with. Does not happen. I hope the light.
Kimber, that's the fountain in the background you're hearing.
Yes. Let's see.
Will you make sure you give him a call, Steve?
Here you are. So there's a fountain to the center right. And you're hearing a duck.
Hey, Daniel Redmond.
My head can eat this bench.
No, your face had to be turned more to the right.
See, it's gone. Oh, there you go. It was pretty good. It was a duck key, you think? Okay. It was just a person blowing on a duck key. Hello, duck.
I don't like it. Turn it around more so you can see that.
All right, well, there's the fountain is to the, where I'm putting my finger, right there. There's the fountain. This is the beautiful waterfront. Yes. It makes it look like we live right on the water.
Hey, Rick,
In a sense, we do.
say hi to Pippi Sue.
Pippi Sue?
Yes,
Hello, Pippi Sue.
it's Marie's cat.
Oh, Ree's cat.
Oh, Marie's cat.
Marie's cat, Pippi
Well,
Sue.
I'm glad you were able to come in, Danielle.
Hello, Pippi Longstocking. Hello, Danielle. Why are you having to leave?
Hard work.
Are you okay, or are you just got off work and you're tired? Because it's like, let's see,
No, Mark, don't bring it up.
1 or 2 in the morning where she is. Do you realize that, folks?
Wow.
It's like 2 in the morning in the UK right now. So if you really are tired,
Hey,
which is
Nicolai,
normal,
hello there.
you wouldn't be up this late. Mwah! To every cat. Yes, you think it was a woman? She was letting her presence be known, I guess. You guys better leave me alone. I'm not in the mood. Ha ha ha. Thank you, Danielle Redmond, for your gift. We appreciate those. We don't beg, borrow, or steal, but definitely appreciate. Thank you very much, my dear. So this is barely the same broadcast, but thank God it hasn't happened again. Because at about 8 minutes or so, 10 minutes or so, everything just sort of went, another 10? What's going on? I think you are number one fan, honey. Thank you so much. They're having a tough time over in the UK, guys. They keep having quarantines and other kind of stuff. So please, let's send positive vibes, prayers to our brothers, sisters over in the UK, in Europe.
Hey, Sparkle Joe Jones.
Hello there. Thank you very much, Sparkle Joe Jones. And it's 2 a.m. in the UK. I was pretty good guess there. The Discord link posted by Dr. Nirmal in New York just a moment ago. The top link helps you to get to be able to hang out and chat for the week coming.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
And then the link
Rose.
below, ricksarastar.com, is for my merchandise store. Hey, and Mert, thank you very much, Mert. M-Y-R-T, Mert. Not M-E-R-T. Mert used to be kind of a name you'd hear common name decades past. And Jeffrey as well, like Dahmer.
Oh, short for Myrtle.
Myrtle, yes. She is Myrt. Wanted to make sure that's totally clear. Cathcart, I'm sorry. Don't cross the streams. That's something that boys do in scout camp or stuff like that, you know. How far can you pee? Oh, I can go 8 feet. I can go 12. And then this big tall guy comes and he pees on both of them. Destiny Glenn, thank you for the peaceful vibes. They were very effective. Thank you very much. And Mrs. Rick, how are you doing, Mrs. Rick? My lovely wife, Dolline, sadly cursed with one of the hardest names ever given to a woman. But Danielle is going so exhausted. But thank you so much. You were so generous tonight. I'm sorry you weren't up to really hanging and joking around. And she spells your name perfectly, my dear. Good night and sweet dreams. And I hope that you have a nice weekend off. Get some fresh air. Even if it's cloudyish. You need some of those Grostradamus. There, I tried. I hope you feel that positive vibes I just tried to send. I not descend, I tried to send. The name stuck. Well, when I was about 17 and I hung out in this one particular fellow's backyard or house to party quite a bit, Sparkle Joe Jones, why do you keep posting my name over and over and over? You're lovely. Thank you. Just be you. So, one night we were hanging out, summer night, so it was still not dark. And one of the smart aleck older teenagers I hung out with told one of the little kids to call me a special name. And then the other little kid, a little girl, told her the same thing. So these are 3 or 4 year olds, okay? They don't really know the ramifications, except where they know that people are laughing. And they have said hi to me, and I was always nice to them, but this is what I got. Hey, Rick! Rick the Dick!
Yep.
Rick the Dick! Rick the Dick! Rick the Dick! Rick the Dick! I'm like, holy...
You may Rick just put that up right before you said
Yep,
it.
that's exactly what came. Rick the Dick. And then every time I was at the yard, hanging out, I'd walk in with my 6-pack of beer. Those little rugrats are in the yard. Hey, it's Rick the Dick! It's Rick the... Yes.
Remember, we have neighbors.
I had to put up with that. Even worse, when I was going to junior high, I had people say, "Ha Serra, Rick Serra, he's Sarah Lee Light Desserts. Ha ha, Sarah Lee Light Desserts. Get it, Rick Serra. Ha ha."
Mandela said if you were hanging out, no wonder they called you that.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, hanging out, yeah, I was hanging out, literally. I was trying to dip my thing in some pastries. I was so desperate for some of that. But I really preferred Dolly Madison. Yes? Yes, I said, Megadeth Gigantor.
No, you didn't.
Thank you, and good evening to you. it is a good evening here. I hope that you're having some kind of good evenings where you are. Wearing a very nice Kmart shirt, I think.
No, Walmart.
Walmart, I mean. Kmart used to be around. It's very interesting, all these different things. It's very busy.
Ooh, it's 68 degrees.
Is that what it is now?
Yep. I
Oh,
thought I was getting cool.
it feels magnificent to me. I don't know why, but you're really sensitive to just a little temperature change, aren't you?
I'm a sensitive person.
Well, I'm going to have to wait till I get back local and Dan's back local, because I really promised Dan that I wouldn't do Shop with Rick without Dan. And it's a Dan Bell channel show. So I am able to do ADR Live with Rick, and at least with Dolline. Full permission. And that means, of course, if I could get somebody to go along with it. There's these two guys, Brennan and Jake. Surely there is a little motel somewhere that we could go, say, do a little live stream.
Well, that's probably not going to happen, so you shouldn't.
So I'll ask my fellow and see if either of them would be willing or not able. It's up to them.
Able or not willing.
Or able and not wanting to. Whatever. It's their choice. Jake and Brennan. The BRENNEN is correct. So yeah, thank you very much. Now we're having Sparkle Joe Jones is yelling Jake out there. That is great.
I like that song.
So I am going to be hoping
Thanks,
for
Potato.
a couple opportunities, as I'm going to be local here, to do some live stream of Christmas light displays. So after Thanksgiving time, that'll be something for you to look forward to. Maybe even doing it on early Sunday evening would be nice. Sometime that the family could be together, sitting around the fire
Hey, where the monk
with some
is.
cocoa or some tea. And we could ride around and show you some beautifully decorated homes here in Florida. Would that be nice? It was liked last year, and I'm sure it would be liked again. Spindalis have not,
Hey, Bud.
but I have
my
not
first
been in that
concert.
area at all.
Life is good, YouTube. Hello there.
Hello, Boston Wince and Patty Vucci. Wow, Patty Vucci, are you kidding me? Well, good to have you on here. And Patty is somebody that I've known for a long time. She is associated with a bunch of people in the local music scene, and also friends of friends from our area in Hamilton and Parkville, neighborhoods in Baltimore.
Who did I miss?
Patty, she's somebody I don't know if I've ever introduced you to her at all.
Okay.
But, so Patty is on here. That's great. Who I met Patty through includes a friend that is referred to as Gyro.
Oh, okay.
So Gyro had quite an extensive list of friends, and I know Patty is aware of quite a few of them. And some of the bands that either Gyro was in or friends of his were a part of that
You
that
still
scene.
have them in Canada, Mega Gigantor?
Yeah, Gyro. He's not doing any music right now. Gyro is still busting his butt at the lab, taking all the overtime he can and banking lots of money.
Yeah, and it's also a friend of Rick's, not the sandwich, but a guy.
Yeah, not the food,
That's
not
his
the
real
jazz
name.
fusion band, Spyro Gyra. He somehow picked up the name Gyro as a high school nickname, and he's 68 years old or something close to that,
Yeah, him and I are the same age, I believe.
and still goes by Gyro. His name is really Ed. He's a vagabond? Is that what you mean by vag? He's a vagabond? I guess so. He could be. But he does have a home base. A younger wife who has a whole family, and he had been a bachelor all of his life until he was an older man, then he gets married.
Well, he was sort of a bachelor.
Well, but he had
They lived together.
he had a
how long?
girlfriend for a long time, and they had kind of an understanding. They had some special friends, and each were able to have those relationships as well as their own together. Very open and interesting. Yeah, it was like shawarma. Yeah. It was like called open relationship and friends with benefits and all that good stuff. So that you create lots of good endorphins for your body and your brain and your mind, and you're happy and you feel good and your skin looks good because you're having sex all the time and you're challenging your heart to keep it pumping and strong, and your arms and legs and sinews are strong and able to twist and flex and hold your body as you need. What do you think about that? That's what waits for you with having an actual sex life. You could even have it with yourself. You could hang from a swing and then do things to make yourself feel better as you hang from your knees, or actually the behind the knees, but don't let go. It's a long way down, and no bukkake again. No, we're not doing the bukkake game again. Sorry,
Good
not
for
going
you,
there.
Bud.
And what did Bud say?
Like 5 girlfriends.
Bud, wow, Bud, you're an impressive specimen in maleness. Maybe you would like to record some stories of your encounters, and we could play your audio tape. That would be really fun. I don't know how far we get by,
They're
but
all called Rosie Palm.
Rosy Palms. Oh no,
Hey, John,
not that old joke.
You made it.
Indigenous girl. Hello there. I am the
Italian
I am
girl.
Italian and European mutt mix. And how are you today? And thank you for gracing us with your presence. I am Rick Serra, known with some circles to associate with Dan Bell. And yes, indigenous, an Indian is an indigenous person.
It's Italian girl.
Oh, Italian. I'm sorry. Well, indigenous to Italian. So she's an Italian girl. Sorry, I misread. Never mind.
What show was I on?
What? Never mind?
Yeah, never mind. The operator.
No,
No,
that was Rosanna Dana from SNL.
Yeah, I know that one.
Gilda Radner.
I was thinking of.
Oh, thank you so much. Nirmal is chatting The name of Dan's cat,
Oh, you
the
told me.
real name, not Krusty Meow. Colton, the proud cat, who was unfortunately orphaned. My sister June adopted him. Then he was orphaned again when she passed, and now he has been with Dan Belliver since. That's over 2 years now. It's amazing how time goes by. And the crazy thing is that Dan, the night owl, he decided to go to see my sister one night. I don't know how many people have ever heard this story.
It was the first night she was there, I believe.
Yeah,
She was only there.
1 night, 2 days. And she
Was it
passed
one
the
night,
second
2
day.
days?
Yeah.
I think it was 2 nights, 3 nights.
No. 2 days, 1 night, and the second day was her, it was the birthday was the next day, so it was the 4th and the 5th she was there.
Dan was there when she passed. But he got there before we did. And she goes,
Yeah. But that was another time. But he went hours before she passed.
yeah.
Dan went there in the middle of the night. We went there the next day in the morning sometime, and Dan went back and was there when we saw her take her last breath.
No, Abby, he's the cat.
But when he walked in there that night, my sister had not been able to communicate with us at all. She was awake, alert enough to see who it was, and said, "What the hell are you doing here? What the hell are you doing here?" Oh my God. Really typical of herself at the end there. So I think that actually is a pretty positive way for her to have gone, because it was going to go really bad, really quick. A lot of pain. So I'm glad it didn't have to go that way. Cancer had grown up inside of her liver without her even knowing. And it probably had happened over a period of some months. It might even have been just the winter months while we were here in Florida and she was up there. And oddly, I tried to get her to come down that winter, spring, to come and stay with us for a week. And we'd work out who could watch the cat, and so she would come down here. Could not get her to come down. So, oh well. That's the way it is. Life goes on. You have to go on. Everybody gets a chance. If you get one, if you're hearing my voice, enjoy your life. Make the best you can of it. And I believe that when you're being selfless and you're being caring and empathetic for others, you're being the best person you can be. And I think that's the ultimate gift that we're all asked to do, is to help each other.
So remembers a prank call.
Oh, that was great. Yeah. Well, over the history of the show, we did it to her twice. One time, Dan and I were driving up with Will. So when we went on that trip to Detroit, Michigan, and we did the rooms up in Detroit, and then Will flew back. I was going to drive back, and where did I fly back to? I can't remember now. I think I flew back, actually.
I agree, Don.
But Dan and Brennan and Jake stayed in the area through July 4th. That's right. I got home to be home for July 4th weekend. That's what I did. So that was early July, late June when we went up there. So that's how long we've been associating with Jake and Brendan, is when we got introduced And Dan had been talking with them, but he got to meet him for the first time with me when we were in Detroit. And when we did that hellhole, the Royal Inn. No, wait a minute. Was it called the Royal Inn or was it the King's? Royal Inn. I think it's Royal. I'm staying with Royal. Final answer, even though I can't tell if I'm forgetting or not. And it eventually got closed down. That was so cool. What did you miss? The Explorers. You missed so much. 66 minutes of it. But you still have 30 some to stick around. Or 20 some. 24. Is that right? You stick into the 90? We have something else, yes, I know. It was the Royal Inn, thank you. I don't even know what's going on sometimes.
Yeah, I know.
Not much Explorers, thank you very much. I've had a couple things I've said that were funny and people laughed in the show, and that's the way it's supposed to go repeatedly. The Congress Hotel, if I'm still able to remember, was already demolished a long time ago. So, but I'm not sure if he got in there somehow during the early 80s. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. But I was in the Congress Hotel and downstairs in what was called the Marble Bar, where there were lots of good... It is still there, Patty? Oh, okay. Well, the Marble Bar was in its basement. So, I guess Dan's probably been in the Congress Hotel for the heck of it. Used to be great music in that Marble Bar down below, right, Patty? She knew some people personally. She knew the bands that actually performed there. Patty Vucci, connected very much within the Baltimore music scene. We're actually talking to, like, basically the mother of punk. I don't know if she'll take... Yes, oh, you're taking that? Okay, she's taking that moniker. and she bartended there along those days. So you had punk, and then you'd have jazz fusion. You'd have all kinds of stuff in between. It was a great place. Bo does that a lot. And I saw something in the paper. Does your dog have dog narcolepsy or something?
Yeah.
What are we going to do now? Get doggy uppers to keep him awake all the time?
No.
The mother of punk. Oh, okay. I think it's a fair title. You should start to create some 8x10 glossies where you can sign the mother of punk, Patty V. And you can probably sell them on eBay. At least 25 a piece, I am sure. I like pecans. I like quite a few. What I don't like is a rotten one. Oh my God. Narcolepsy is nice to have. It keeps you well rested, and you miss lots of stressful things. But you also do miss a lot of movies and plays.
Yes, he is. He is on TikTok.
And or work assignments. Yeah, I am Rick Serra of ADR on TikTok. Rick Serra of ADR.
There are pecans,
Pecans.
pecans.
I pee in the can until I get another can. And then I fill that one up too. And then we play a game. We put them in the middle of the alley. It's called Kick the Can. And man, you don't want to get that golden shower. Sorry about that. Your screen was frozen.
It was not.
That's
Yeah, we say wash.
we say we have R's and we have D's in the water instead of water. Water.
Do you wash or shampoo your hair?
We wash our hair. This is the way we wash our hair. Wash our hair.
Build 92
And water.
37.
SBJ water. Yeah. You want some water? I'll spit on you. I'll spit in the toilet then. I'll spit some water in the toilet. I was watching this guy. He took contact cement
Ew.
and he did that and glued it down. And then he did something like that and he glued it down.
Why?
I don't know. He thought it was funny. He was hoping to startle somebody, a girl that was in the thing that was looking away, and he's trying to do this and he keeps coming loose. And there are these videos now on Facebook. I don't know if you've seen them. It's like it starts out with, "Oh my God, look at this," and like somebody is chasing after a person who grabbed a girl's purse, and they run around all over the neighborhood, and the guy with the purse keeps getting further away. Then the other guy catches up, but then have you ever seen these things? You gotta stop. They're come-ons. They just want you to watch this stuff and click on whatever happens to pop up. It's a trap to get you with pop-up ads. So I saw somebody say something about Crybaby Bridge. Yes, I created that video. And I did it for entertainment and for thrills. And I hope that if you watch it, you will receive those experiences of thrill and suspense. But, yes.
Tell them about what we heard.
Holy shit. All right, I have been saying this to you all a couple of times. I've brought up the knocks that we experience here in this mobile home. Okay? And I told you that I've heard things that I've heard, aloud. So the other night, I'm just doing video clips. Hey, Silver Stacks.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're having a great time in Florida, keeping it real. But I was just talking about, we caught an EVP on a video clip. It sounds like a female. After I'd listened to it a couple of times, I first thought it just sounded like a moan, but it is somebody trying to say something. Dan Bell thought it might even be his name, Dan. I'm not sure if he was seeing that just because it's all about him, or if he heard that. So I should post that, even though it's so short, and you all
That's
can,
not a bad thing.
and you all can listen to it, and you tell me what you think. But I think we caught some entity here trying to let itself be known. It's
I was
interesting.
out here. when he was filming. When we did the
Yeah, we were standing here. I had this set up just like I have right now. In fact,
walls aren't wide and deep enough for a raccoon.
no, it's very thin walls. Okay, so you see this little tripod? It was actually fully set up, not on the table. It was just videotaping this door. I know you got a light in your face, but whatever. That's all it was. I just videotaped it to like 31 seconds or maybe even less. And in the first half of the video, which is, like I said, very short, first half is where you hear whatever the entity says. So I'll do that. Tonight, will load that up and I'll title it for you all. And anybody who's interested, listen to it and tell me if you hear anything.
Show my tattoo. This is the tattoo method.
There's Dolline's calf tattoo.
That is my midlife crisis. I got it at 45.
But you have another tattoo.
No, I don't.
You have one little tattoo somewhere, don't you?
No.
Okay. I thought you had one on your labia. I thought her labia lip had a piercing, and that she had a tattoo. Ah! She actually got me in the damn head with that one. She got me in the head. Oh my God! So what the hell? Somebody just. Oh, it was Silver Stacks. Thank you. Okay. So where was I?
He doesn't pay them any mind. That's strange.
Yeah, don't pay her, or you could also kick her as you walk by. That's a really bad thing to do to a hooker to make her moan.
Good night, Soul. We'll see you Tuesday.
Soul, Cecita, sleep well, have nice, pleasant dreams. Variable, it is. It is a variable tattoo.
It was a midlife crisis.
I didn't say labia. I said labia. I both must have heard or something. Bye, guys. Bye, hon. So, yes, I did say that word. I don't know why it's such a sensitive word to say. It's just a natural body part for some humans. Some humans have, some humans do not have. Myself, I don't have a labia lips. Others watching the program, they may have labia lips. There's nothing wrong with having labia. Labia are fine. I don't know why there's been such a ruckus about this whole labia thing. There's other controversies. Hey, you slipped that one in. I wasn't ready. There's other things. There's like hood piercings. You ever heard of that? It's right into the little hood. I never even knew there was a hood. I thought it was kind of just an open top, but apparently the clitoris has a hood. Did you know that?
Here, want me to show you mine?
Is the hood in the front or the back?
Okay, stop.
Anatomy with Rick. And basically, Rick's attacking. My wife has been attacking me.
Okay, change the subject.
You want to throw it again?
If you change the subject now.
Okay, I won't. I mean, I won't say anything more about labia or clitori. That's enough. German cars have hoods in the back. I know, that's what Greta said. Don't bring in political figures to this terrible conversation.
Well, it is time to say goodnight.
Is it really? Counting the 10 minutes we started with, it's now 90. I'm just having fun. Weren't you all just having some fun finally? Most midgets are tripods. Yeah, well, relatively, their boner to leg length ratio is much more favorable than mine. You know, it's like 4 feet to 8 inches. 8 inches. What do you think about that? Are my measurements accurate on? I'm talking about the length of leg to tripod.
I know what you're talking about.
Well, was it accurate or not? Tell people. I was accurate, right?
Sure.
No more. Just because a couple weeks ago I took water balloons and I took pies.
Wait a minute, I tried. Gloria Terry. Hi, Daddy Rick, my little sister, and Sophie and I just tuned in from Houston. We love you. Can you tell her hi and remind her that she's very short?
Sophia. It's not that your legs are short. It's just that you're more close to the earth than most other people. Don't feel bad. That also means that if you fall, it's less of a distance, so you won't hurt as much. And
Oh, no, Laura, I do not.
And you should feel free to kick anybody in the shin who thinks you're too short. You're welcome. Now all of you click sub and the bell. Ching ching! If you haven't heard, I've only been saying this for the last 2.5 years. I am trying to break 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. The only way that's ever going to happen is that people have to be guided to look at my channel. People like you already have found my channel. If each of you would send back one person to subscribe, can you imagine how great that would be? I have 9,007 or 600, 700, yeah, 700, no 600. Yeah, I think it's 9,683. So it's 300 and some to go. Please guide me. And I will not be having to be guided by you holding my sensitive member, my short tripod. It will be that you just find me on YouTube using a search engine. A search engine. Which means you just type my name. You know that if you type in a Google search, I don't know about all the other searches, but for Google, Cocktail Hour with Rick, Google that. It's me. That's who you see.
Oh, no, Mike.
Google Rick Serra. It's me. It's just me. I am the real Rick Serra. And I need you to help me get over the 10,000 level. So I have some bragging rights with the other kids in the neighborhood who have already passed even 100,000, and
Desperation at its finest.
one passed 1,000,000. Did you hear about that Jake Williams guy? Gosh, 1,000,000. Where the hell do you get 1,000,000 people to subscribe to your channel? I don't know. But I've seen girls doing teenage makeup tips and have 6 million. I know I don't do that, but I try to do things that are entertaining or funny or calming and soothing.
Hi, Nancy Santa Maria.
And I would do a personal masseuse service if you were close enough. I have the best meetups. There's plenty of room for many, many more people to come. Like the other day at the beach. You know how many people came? Let me tell you. There were birds there. And that's all there were. Don wants a new ASMR. Guess what? I have a fresh thing ready to roll out.
You have a fresh thing.
A fresh thing to roll out. I have to edit it and then pop it out there. But I will put this together as
You have a thing that you have to pop.
I have to pop it. And after I put it together and pop it out, then Don and the rest of you can enjoy just a little soothing video. It's going to be a shorter length, but it'll be under the ASMR playlist. All right, so everybody's clicked like.
Anybody? 102 likes, baby.
That's really great. Anybody else want to throw out some cash? Click that dollar sign. Otherwise, I think we're getting close to the completion, but I wouldn't want to deny you the chance to send me money. That would not be fair.
Rick.
It's a joke, okay? All right, so thank you all very much. We truly do appreciate you being here to give us a reason so we can serve ourselves to you. Like slices. Oh, thank you, Silver Stacks. That was a low appeal, but I'll take it. Thank you very much. You're so nice. And we give you slices of ourselves.
That's right, Horn.
And Cemetery Ridge Films, thank you very much.
Good night, everybody. It was great being with you tonight.
I could eat pieces of you. You could eat pieces of me. I could eat. It's a song. I wonder if you could figure out which one it was. Good night, everybody. Keep an eye open. You never know what I'm going to post on the channel under community. God bless you all. And God bless America. And peace.